Welcome to the Xanadu Experience.
This morning, I just want to share this very important information as it relates to humanity. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and listen attentively, because I am seeing where a lot of persons today are getting themselves so tied up in everything else, but they are not recognizing what is happening as we go along each day. There are 4 things which are little upon the earth, but they are exceedingly wise. I'm reading. The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer. Conies are but a feeble foe, yet make their houses in the rocks, which represent Christ. The locusts have no king, yet go they forth all of them by bands. The spider taketh hold with her hands, and is the king palaces. And there are 3 things which go well, yea, 4 are comely in going: a lion, which is strong among the beasts, and turneth not away from for any; a greyhound hound, and the goat also a king against them, against whom is no rising up. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thy hands upon thy mouth. Surely churning the milk bringeth forth butter, and the wringing of the nose bringeth forth blood. So the fortune of wrath bringeth forth strife. And God gave us a plethora of evidence. And you can go also to Proverbs 6. Say, go to the ants, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. She have no supervisor, she have no CEO, she have nobody to look over all of these ants. What they do, they store up their meat while the sun shines. And so when the rain ready to fall, they go into their little holes, and they all partaker of the food that they all store during the summertime. Not like our brothers and sisters and siblings. They buy your food, they put it down, and they go and eat, and they never work. And we are greater intelligence than these because small Bible calling peoples. Now, go back to Genesis chapter 6, and you can read the last couple of verses, and 7 and verse 2 of Genesis 6, last couple of verses, and you can read also Genesis 7:2, and you recognize in 2348, so about there BC, when during the time of it was Noah flood, I think it was, yes. And we recognize what took place there. Okay, animals take the space of women, boys and girls. Men were drinking and giving into marriage and having party. And when you listen and the function that is taking place on the earth, who is going to dare You're going on cruise around the world, and when I look at it, I recognize that animal take its peace. Now, if you go back in 2004, tsunami, right? Indian Ocean tsunami that took place down there in Sri Lanka and all the places that was, mashed up by the tsunami and the earthquake. And over 230,000 people died during that humongous earthquake and tsunami. And I recognize that this little baby elephant, and there was some elephant that was tied. And the record said that all of the animal that was loosed find themselves to the mountaintop. And in 1 Timothy 6:20, Paul spoke to Timothy not to pay attention to these so-called science so-called doctors and lawyers and prime ministers and king and queen. The Pharisees also, Matthew 16, they know the time when it is red and when the rain is going to fall, but the signs of the coming of the Lord, they don't know. They can't read into that. And the elephant who can pick up sound from 3-4 miles, the elephant was so uneasy and wanted to move. And the baby elephant, when the earthquake took place, and when these people were in the hotel and they were with the little girl, that little baby elephant saved the little girl's life, because the elephant moved to higher ground. Elephant burst off chain when you look at the documentary and go to the mountaintop. And all the animal that was loosed, most of them were saved. And when you look at the beach, people were calling people, come, water. And people were calling people and they paying no attention. They were busy. All little babies that was on the beach, and their mom and dad was eating, cooking and eating and enjoying themselves on the beach and drinking, and nobody paid attention to how the sea was roaring and spinning. And one gentleman there wanted to go for a swim, and the father told him, no, you're not going to go swim. And this was a big man. He was a very big man. Right? Maybe in his 30s. And he wanted to go and swim, and the father said, no, you will not go out there. Look at the sea. Look how it's behaving. And they see some little signs. Some people picked it up. Some people see what was going on and leave in their cars. And some people go to higher ground because they were listening to the voice of God. And that's the same thing about the destruction of Jerusalem. Those who will leave the city, some never leave. And when we look, over 230,000 people died. Had their people were even looking at the animals and see all the animals, the ants, how all of these creatures insects was moving, they could pick up that something wrong. Balaam, donkey, lie down, lay down, and he saw the angel of the Lord. But the man of God who knew God, who so we know God, could not even understand. The Bible said that the donkey know his master, the horses, right? The creatures know God, the birds, but the whole head is sick from the sole of your feet to the top of your head, and from the top of your head to the soul is sick. Because you don't know God. An animal know God. Bird know God. It's a shame to human being. Luke 17:26 onward says, so shall it be in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. And when we see the amount of evidence that's on YouTube about the impending destruction that will take place upon the earth, In 1755, the Great Lebanon earthquake took place. In 1692 in Jamaica, Port Royal, and 1688 respectively. 1907, we have earthquake that took place. And 1907, fire and earthquake took place in Kingston. 1957, we have Kendall crash. 1980, Allen. 1986, June Funway. 2004, we have Ivan. 1951, we have Charlie. 1988, we have Gilbert, right? And it goes on and on and recently last year also we have a few little minor earthquakes that show, and all of these things that is happening. And the Bible tells us that even the very earth groan, Romans 8:22. Even the earth and the trees are suffering because of sin. Because when sin took place, even the very tree leaf fell to the ground. And today, human beings are busy trying to get a house, trying to get a car, to get a job, to get a visa, to go to take a cruise around the world, busy in going to parties. On Friday night, the clubs are full of people in the dance all day way, and they're enjoying themselves. Okay, go ahead and do your thing. But the birds and the bees are busy watching the signs of the time. Finally, look at what took place even when you look at night. At 6 o'clock, just as sun about to set, the birds gone to their beds. And human being gone to the rum bar. They enjoy themselves. You see? And we should be the one who have dominion of the earth and lead these creatures. Feed them, take care of them. And the creatures are leading us. That's shame for humanity. And so an elephant saved a little girl. Not their mom and dad could not have saved the little girl. Elephant, who is very intelligent. And they have long memory, right? Photographical memory. They remember everything and they can hear sound through their feet, which men can't. They can pick up sound to their ears that men cannot, little small sounds. Because if we were listening to the voice of God speak in that small, still voice as he appeared to Elijah in 1 Kings 19, God appeared to us every single minute and speak to us. But we're not listening. Because that gentleman who went in this house, he had some money hid somewhere in the house top. And he was wondering whether it was left or right. And he said, like a voice tell him, say, leave the money alone. And like Lot's wife, he run out of the house. And he's here now to tell the tale. He can't get many more monies. That is one. Today, the Christians are worse than Lot's wife. And today, we met the animals. During the time of the tsunamis and the hurricane and all these things, animals find rest. Birds fly to different country. Birds go on ship, move about to different country, so that hurricane will not catch them. We today, we see what is happening with the Roman Empire. We see what is happening with the Pope. We see the signs of the one world order coming up, and we're doing nothing about it. But Adventist Sunday worshiper, we're just going about our business as if nothing happened. So shall it be in the beginning, so shall it be the end. And elephant save a little girl. What about you? What about me? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please take heed. Take heed before Jesus Christ comes. Thank you for listening.